When I was selected for this event, the first thing I did, I went online and went to your brochure to learn a little bit more about your meeting. And so I looked at that photo and I thought, okay, that's showing a nice warm spring day, cherry blossoms in full bloom. And then from what I knew already about actuaries, I thought, aren't actuaries supposed to be able to predict the unpredictable? Right, so shouldn't your cover have looked more like this? Just saying, you know, might have been a safer bet there and a reminder to bring your warm clothes. You have to deal with the federal government and with government agencies, including the IRS, Department of Labor, the NSA. You probably didn't know about the last one. But that means you have to deal with government forms and instructions. And wow, I have a lot of respect for you on that. What a challenge. I found this one for Form 5500 Schedule C, the instructions. And then they started out with facts, frequently asked questions. Evidently, that didn't really suffice, so they updated that with the CACs, which was the constantly asked questions. That still didn't suffice. A lot of confusion. They revised the instructions once more, and they also came out with the EGADs, which is explaining government-administered disorientation. Feature humor at your conference. Your audience will love it, and it will refresh them for the rest of your meeting agenda. Now here's how I ensure the humor is always appropriate and funny for savvy business audiences. I create customized presentations. I research your company, profession, conference topics, and then remain in contact as I develop smart satire that provides true comic relief. And I can add topics such as cybersecurity, big data, or the benefits of sustainability. We are actually getting addicted to checking our messages every few minutes. You know right now, at this moment, a lot of you out there, you can feel your hand twitching, can't you? It's sort of like, maybe I can just quick get a glance. He won't know. No, I got to just quick. You can't help it. I'm with you on it. You can't help it. They found this out in science. Scientists showed that they were able to train a rat to learn a maze in record time by rewarding it with checking its messages. Well, here's what social media has done to our social skills. You've seen this, right? Two colleagues out for a business lunch, and instead of speaking with each other, they're engrossed in their phones. And you know what's really sad? They're texting to each other. I know, crazy, right? They could be making a Skype video call and then they could see each other's faces in their screens. So because of our addiction to social media and all the things that we have to do with our work, we need time management to try to balance all this out. And one of the most important components of time management is multitasking. Now, as you know, multitasking is the ability to perform several tasks simultaneously without paying sufficient attention to any of the tasks. That's what multitasking is. That's because our brain can't do more than one thing at a time. You want proof? We can't even walk and text without causing problems. Did you know this is true, that in London, they're actually putting pads on street lamps so people don't hurt themselves? You know what we should do instead? If you want to text and walk, you should have to wear a padded suit. Do you know about this new app now? This is very exciting. You speak the message into your phone, it transcribes it into a text message, sends it to the recipient's phone, and a voice synthesizer speaks the message. Isn't that incredible? Do you know that's almost like making a phone call? Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot overemphasize the importance of cramming in as many acronyms into your communications as you possibly can, because it is a big time saver. Let me show you. For example, you might get an email that says something like this: FYI, CFO needs Ariza, USEB, SCP, PBCG, CAA, OPED, ADEP. You actually understand this, don't you? Oh. Well, I don't have to go further into that. It seems you already know your acronyms. In learning about what you did, I know some other things you have to do is you have to analyze businesses, learn the structure, and figure out how to do, projections of what they're going to do. So I thought you'd appreciate this. What if you had to do that same kind of approach to a family. So now we have the ever important prediction of statistics here. Here would be bathroom usage. The girls use it 60% of the time, mom 35%, boys 4%. Dad gets 1% of the time on your analysis on this. But here's what's really interesting. Watch how the numbers stay the same, but it flips when you look at TV remote usage. Look at that. Boys 60%, dad 35%, girls 4%, mom 1%. Here's another interesting one. If you were projecting the time it would take to notice dirt on a carpet, mom would be 0.005 thousandths of a second, the girls would be 1 minute, the boys would be about 5 minutes, dad off the chart. I've been lampooning business and technology for over 15 years exclusively at conferences for leading companies and associations. I'd be delighted to help make your event a great success.